So today we're going to have a look at how a bistable relay works. So in other words, it latches either on or off without power being applied. So what you got here is two pole pieces and there's a magnet in between. And depending on how you energize the electromagnet over here, this changes position. Now the reason I have this here is because this is not working properly and the contacts are not opening when they should. It comes out of a soft starter. Now in the case of a soft starter, having a bistable bypass contactor makes sense, because that means you don't have current flowing through the coil while the motor is running and you're in the bypass state, so you save energy. So what we're going to do, take these wires and that's currently in the one state, and the reverse polarity, and there you saw it change state. So that would be the closed condition. So when I do that, you can see that flip over there. But now what's supposed to happen at this point is that these contacts open, but it is not doing it. So let's find out why. So if I were better organized, I'd have had my pliers already available. Let's see what's going on here. See, that's what's supposed to happen, is this is supposed to pull all the way that way, pulling those contacts apart. But it's not. So how does this come apart? Unless this thing's about to go spring, there'll be bits everywhere. So that's that contact. It's a double contact. Now carry on pulling, the rest of it should come out. What happens if you put on those pins? I guess it all goes boing, become disassembled. This magnet's what's holding me up. Okay, there we go. So this pantograph has come apart. This thing's probably not going back together, and that's okay. So there's that bit which pulls on those contacts like that. So there's a pin over there. It's been welded over there. So there's your contacts. This, by the way, is rated at 250 amps. And there's the hinge pins which stay behind. There's something that's supposed to happen there. And the magnet. Oh, there that comes out. Now that, interestingly, had been plated, but we know that it's metal. It's iron, because that's sticking to it. And if I energize it, that magnet should spring. Let's see. This, by the way, draws 1/4 of an amp. Anyhow, so it's not continuously rated, that's for sure. Now that's that bit. Let's take this apart if we can. So it sits over there like that. So that changes state that way. Changes state that way. Nice. So we get to see it working. So positive to positive, and it latches one way. Change the polarity, and it flips the other way. So that's how a bistable relay works. Because bring our magnet back, it sticks that way. But not wanting to stick this way. So this way. I was definitely more attracted to that side. Yeah. I think that is probably very securely stuck in there. Yep, that's not coming out. That's very nicely magnetized, as we can see. Interesting. So there you have it. And that is going to wrap up this video on a bistable relay. You got your coil, and then this bit sits over there, and depending on which way this flips, it works as contact. There we go. They come in various sizes and shapes. The smaller starters have got a smaller version of this in, and it can happen if you drop this relay that you actually cause it to change state, and then you've got to connect some juice to it over here and then correct it. We've had that happen as well. So that's it, bistable relay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've been playing with this for some time now and you're getting bored of this. So take care, have an awesome day further, and I'll see you next time for more awesome stuff. Alrighty, bye.